Hi, I'm Dempsey Palat, and this week I'm reviewing Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was directed by André Øvredal, and it's based on the anthology book series of the same name written by Alvin Schwartz. Now, for the most part, the film stars relative newcomers such as Zoe Colletti, Michael Garza, Austin Zajur, and Gabriel Rush. And it revolves around a teenage girl and her group of friends who break into this haunted house on Halloween and steal a book. Except in the process of doing so, they unleash this evil spirit that starts to write stories in that book about how they're all gonna die. And then, well, they do. Now, I was really excited for this movie, mainly in part because as a kid, one of my sisters used to own this book, or one of the books, and she used to read some of the stories to me. I know, greatest sister ever, right? But I digress, okay? As much as I was looking forward to this film, I was actually kind of disappointed. Not to say that it was terrible per se. I mean, it's a decent horror film, and as the title suggests, it's pretty scary, but it's just so darn cliched. Like, the film plays out like a Final Destination-esque type movie, which on paper sounds pretty cool and exciting, right? Except that it's just so familiar to the point where it kind of sucks the fun out of the whole experience. This film was predictable to the point where I knew what was going to happen next. And the only genuine surprises to me, and I mean, this may be enough for some of you, but it just wasn't for me, was what happened to the characters, like the things that they encountered over the course of the film. And that's all I'll say because I really don't want to spoil anything. The story was also just very uneven. I mean, after the first person goes missing, there's one character who swears that they know what's happening and how to stop it, and I just wasn't buying it. And once the bodies start to pile up, nothing interesting happens anymore. Like, the film just meanders until the next entertaining scare comes along. I want to put an emphasis on just how good this film looks, though. André Øvredal does a fantastic job directing. Visually, he knows how to keep you engaged, okay? And all the literal storytelling sequences where a character's fate is sealed in the film have you on the edge of your seat. They had me on the edge of my seat anyway, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the close-ups, maybe it was the music, maybe it was just like that all-around hopelessness feeling that it gives you, that there's no escaping these creatures who are admittedly a little bit washy with the CGI, but, you know, terrorizing nonetheless. It's just incredible, probably the best part about the film. And I also think that Guillermo del Toro is equally responsible here. I mean, he's a producer after all, and I can't help but feel that signature visionary brand of terror that he has in all of his films present, and it lingers with you long after the credits are over. However, even with all that considered, the film as a whole just doesn't cut it, and I can't emphasize enough just how creepy and scary it is. But it's also very spotty and inconsistent. For Christ's sakes, they set up a sequel at the end that pretty much backtracks all the lore that the film establishes. It just blew my mind, okay? I think that the writers had a lot of really great ideas here, but they just didn't know how to convey them. Yeah, it's one of those. Personally, I think that the film would have been better off if it were just a straight-up anthology movie, or even an anthology TV series. But it's not. And for that, I'm going to give this film 2.5 stars.
Where the stories write themselves and it all comes alive.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, I would ask that you please subscribe. I post new videos weekly, and I'm also doing some stuff on the side. You already know this. I mentioned last week that I have a brand new podcast with a couple of my friends where we talk about pretty much anything A to Z. That's literally the name of it. And I don't know, I think it's pretty good, but once again, I have a very biased opinion, so don't trust me. Check it out for yourself. I'll put the link in the description box below. Now, if you happen to see this movie and you liked it, or you hated it, or you thought it was flat out scary, which I do believe is possible in some cases, let me know in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys, and I cannot wait to see what you guys thought about this one in particular. But that's pretty much it for me. Guys, once again, it really does mean the world to me that you take the time out of your day to view these videos. I love making them for you, and I cannot wait to continue making them for you. So, I should probably get back to work. Until next time, I'm Dempsey Palat. Take care.